A confirmed update came in within the last 48 hours that directly affects Social Security beneficiaries across the country, especially seniors who were counting on their cost of living adjustment to bring some relief in February. According to newly confirmed data from the Social Security Administration and Medicare program updates, rising Medicare premiums are now offsetting a much larger portion of Social Security's recent increase than many seniors expected. This is happening right as February payments begin processing. And for millions of retirees, the numbers are creating new anxiety about monthly budgets, medical costs, and financial stability. Before we go any further, please take one quick second to tap the like button below. It helps this update reach other seniors who may be struggling with the same questions and concerns right now. This update is for seniors receiving Social Security retirement benefits, SSDI, survivor benefits, and anyone enrolled in Medicare Part B who noticed their February deposit feels smaller than expected. Now let me share a very personal and important story connected directly to this update. A few days ago, I heard from a 70-year-old woman named Patricia from Des Moines, Iowa. Patricia retired from her job as a school secretary more than 8 years ago. She lives alone, keeps a strict budget, and relies almost entirely on her Social Security check to cover rent, utilities, groceries, and medical expenses. She told me she had been waiting for the new year because she believed the cost of living increase would finally give her a little breathing room. Patricia explained that she had already planned how she would use the increase. She hoped to refill a prescription that she had been stretching for months. She wanted to keep her heat on a little longer during the cold Iowa nights. She even planned to buy fresh fruit instead of canned goods. But when her February payment arrived, the increase she expected was barely noticeable. In fact, her net deposit was only a few dollars higher than December. She told me she sat at her kitchen table with a calculator, checking her numbers over and over again. She wondered if there had been a mistake. She questioned whether her benefit had been reduced or whether something had gone wrong with her account. The confusion quickly turned into fear. She said, "I did everything right. I worked my whole life. I waited for this increase, and now it feels like it disappeared before I ever touched it." What hit hardest was what she said next. She told me the most painful part was not losing money. It was losing the sense of predictability. She said at her age, surprises are not exciting anymore. They are stressful. They are exhausting, and they make her feel like she is constantly one step away from falling behind. Patricia's story is not unique. I have heard nearly identical concerns from seniors in Ohio, Texas, Arizona, Michigan, and New Jersey over the past week. If you are watching this and you are from Iowa like Patricia, or from any other state experiencing similar issues, please tell me in the comments where you are watching from. If you are from the same area, say so. And if you are from somewhere else, share your state or city. That helps me track where these impacts are hitting hardest and tailor updates specifically for your area. Here is where the confusion begins for many seniors. The Social Security cost of living adjustment for this year was officially applied to benefits, but at the same time, Medicare Part B premiums increased at a much faster rate. While Social Security benefits rose by a modest percentage, Medicare premiums rose by a significantly higher percentage, which means a large portion of the increase was automatically deducted before seniors ever saw it. Here is what directly affects your money. Medicare Part B premiums are deducted directly from most Social Security checks. When those premiums increase faster than Social Security benefits, the net result is that seniors see little to no real increase in their monthly deposit. In some cases, the increase is entirely absorbed, leaving beneficiaries wondering why their check barely changed at all. Here is the part most seniors were not prepared for. Many people assumed the cost of living adjustment would apply first, and that Medicare premiums would be adjusted separately later. In reality, both changes occur simultaneously. That means the premium increase hits at the same time as the benefit increase, creating the illusion that Social Security did not increase at all. Here is why February matters so much. February is the first full month where most seniors are seeing the combined effect of the adjusted benefit and the higher Medicare premium together. January deposits can sometimes appear inconsistent due to timing, but February is when the numbers fully settle into the new baseline. For many seniors, February is the moment when expectations meet reality. Here is what the official data confirms. Medicare Part B premiums increased at a rate that outpaced the Social Security adjustment by several multiples. This gap is the reason so many beneficiaries are feeling disappointed and concerned. While Social Security did technically increase, the higher cost of healthcare effectively reduced its impact. Here is why this creates long-term pressure. When healthcare costs rise faster than benefits, seniors lose purchasing power year after year. Even small gaps add up over time. A few dollars lost each month becomes hundreds of dollars lost annually. Over several years, that erosion can significantly affect quality of life. Here is what many seniors are now realizing. The issue is not just about this year's increase. It is about predictability. Seniors rely on stable, consistent income. When increases are immediately offset by rising costs, planning becomes harder, budgeting becomes tighter, and stress becomes a constant companion. Here is where emotions and finances collide. For seniors like Patricia, every dollar has a job. When expected increases vanish, it feels personal. It feels like the system is moving faster than they can keep up with. And it creates a sense of vulnerability that no one should feel after decades of work and contribution. Here is why this update matters right now. The confirmation of how Medicare premiums are interacting with Social Security benefits allows seniors to understand that these changes are systemic, not individual mistakes. This is not about missing paperwork or errors. It is about how the system is structured. Here's what you can do next. First, review your February deposit carefully. Compare it to your January amount and identify the net change. Understanding the actual difference helps remove uncertainty. Second, review your Medicare statements to confirm your premium deduction. Knowing exactly where the money is going gives you clarity. If your income is limited, you may qualify for Medicare savings programs that help pay Part B premiums. Many seniors are eligible without realizing it. Even partial assistance can restore meaningful monthly income. Here is something else to consider. Some Medicare Advantage plans offer premium give-back benefits that reduce the amount deducted from Social Security. These options vary by state and county, which is why knowing your location matters. Here is why sharing your location helps. Medicare options, assistance programs, and benefit coordination differ widely by state. When you tell me where you are watching from, I can focus future updates on changes and opportunities specific to your area rather than general information. Here is the broader picture seniors should understand. Healthcare costs are expected to continue rising, even as benefit increases remain modest. This means the gap between income and expenses may widen unless adjustments are made. Awareness is the first step toward protection. Here is why this is not just a numbers issue. Financial stress affects health, sleep, and overall well-being. Seniors should not have to choose between prescriptions and groceries. Understanding these changes empowers you to seek help, adjust plans, and avoid surprises. Here is what to watch for next. Additional updates related to Medicare premiums, Social Security adjustments, and supplemental assistance programs are expected later this year. February is just the beginning of how these changes play out over time. Before we close, please take a moment to subscribe if you have not already. This channel exists to provide clear, verified updates for seniors without fear-driven headlines or recycled information. Subscribing ensures you do not miss important changes that affect your benefits and finances. In summary, Medicare premium increases are now absorbing a larger portion of Social Security's cost of living adjustment than many seniors expected. February payments are revealing the full impact, and for millions, the increase feels smaller or nearly invisible. This is not an error. It is the result of how benefits and healthcare costs are structured. If you noticed a smaller increase than expected, you are not alone. And if you are concerned about how this affects your future, staying informed is your strongest defense. I will continue monitoring these changes closely and sharing updates that matter most to seniors like you. Staying informed through verified sources remains the most effective way to protect your benefits, manage expectations, and plan your finances with confidence.